Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's been kind of a strange week weather-wise here in Kansas City.
Boy, howdy.
I'm looking at the picture of our sanctuary, and it's all green. Last time I saw it was all winter, and I'm sure we'll be back one of these days, and it's going to be all summer.
Summer, yeah.
But this week was, well, spring, and then it was winter. It snowed this morning.
Snowed,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I know. Thank you very much. Welcome to Kansas City. I know, but still.
One of the weather people said it was sprinter.
Sprinter, nice.
Sprinter.
You know, it's been a while since we had a real spring. I mean, this is spring when you don't quite know what's going to happen next.
So that's been a strange week. What have you been up to? I've been up to just keeping up with the weather.
Keeping up with the weather. Learning new songs is what I've been doing this week, which we will see here shortly.
Oh, nice. It's great to have Howard back. How are you doing, Howard?
Hello across the room, Howard.
Far away.
Yeah. We're being responsible.
By the way, if you don't know, Howard is also the treasurer of our congregation, and so we've been working together. We have our annual meeting coming up very soon, so we've been really seeing a lot of each other for different reasons. Virtually, yes. Well, here's a
lot of Zoom time. A lot of Zoom time.
It's
great
like the
to
Brady Bunch. All of our meetings look like the Brady Bunch these days.
It's great to see you all. Shabbat Shalom. We're coming to you from the studio of BLUEFOX production in Lenexa.
Hi, BLUEFOX.
Links to our Siddur can be found in the Facebook event, and links to the Mishaberach and the Kaddish lists were included in the e-news that you received earlier today. Information will also appear, and this is new, we started this week, in the comments during the service, so you'll get some extra. If you missed everything else that we sent you,
or misplaced
it, you can still click and you'll find the links to everything. If you are watching, please type Shabbat Shalom in the comments area and click enter so we can all see it. This might be a good time for sharing our Facebook live stream on all your social media. Thanks for doing that. And just a reminder about page numbers. If you have two sets, we are calling the numbers in the square brackets. Please find now Shabbat evening service Roman numeral number 2 in your Mishkan Tefillah. The pages are at the bottom corner of the image. And as we always do, we are monitoring the comments and we'll answer your questions as much as we can. We begin our time together welcoming Shabbat as we light in the Shabbat candles. The blessings are on page 120. If you have candles ready at home, please go ahead and light the candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav letzivanu
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. On page 142, we join together in singing Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem,
Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech, Malchei Amlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, מלאכי עליון, מי מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מי מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מי מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. שלום עליכם מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מי מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. הקדוש ברוך הוא, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Very fun.
We continue together on page 138 as we sing, which is for us, I think, a new melody for Lecha Dodi. And we are doing stanzas 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. We're doing all the odd stanzas. And their stanzas are a little complicated, I think, in the melody. So we're doing them as solo pieces for now. And so try them with us. But the refrain, the Lecha Dodi, is very easy, I think, and you'll like it.
Lecha Dodi,
לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
שמור וזכור ודיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המחד אדוני, אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה.
Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, נמצאים מתוך אף אחד, רב לך שבת בעמק המחר, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
התעוררי, התעוררי, היבערי קומי אורי, אורי, אורי שתעברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה.
Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהיך, כמסוס חתן הכלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
בואי ושלום עצרת מעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה.
Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה. Was anybody dancing at home?
I certainly hope so. You were all dancing in my head and in my heart.
Marsha, I saw you dancing.
Wonderful. We will continue our service on page 266. 266. Square brackets 266. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world. In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment we stand face to face with truth. In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each age the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth. Baruch Ata Adonai Ohev Amo Israel.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בהם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Amen. On page 270, we join together singing Mi Chamocha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, נורא תהילות, אוסף פלא, אוסף פלא. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים.
We continue together on page 271. And since the beginning of the pandemic, I found this particular prayer meaningful. And actually, many scholars teach that this prayer may have been linked or may have become popular due to some medieval plagues or ancient plagues and things like that. Because only on the evening of the prayers, like on Shabbat, this is the only time we actually have an extra blessing after the Shema. And this is the Ashkiveinu prayer. So it's a special prayer that people might have recited in ancient times because nighttime was a time maybe more fearful.
Scary, yes.
Yes. And now it sounds like a lot of the time is scary around. But we'll get through this. It's just a matter of staying home and continuing. And it's been over a month since we've been doing this, so hopefully we'll be much longer.
We got this.
Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety, and in your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim, ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim, shalom. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael.
What we do together on these services, it's a way to invite all of you to take time to pray together, everybody at in their own homes. But really, we're trying to make this space available for everybody who wants to join us. And this section of our service, the Amidah, is a time that we spend in private prayer. We begin on page 273 with Adonai Sefatai, and then the service will continue through the end of the Amidah on page 285. And at this moment, we invite you to offer your own prayers or to follow the traditional prayers we have in our Siddur. It's a moment of private time with your loved ones if you are at home with other people. Page 273.
Stand and pray to the one. Step forward, let blessings be sung. With my brothers and my sisters, I will open up my lips and pray. Adonai, please open my heart that I may say. Adonai, Sfatai tiftachu pi agi tehila techa. Adonai, שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך.
We now turn our thoughts to those in need of healing. I invite you to add names on our comment line, and some of our names will be already there. So if you would like to add more names, please do so. And as we think of those in need of healing, we want to also offer a prayer for those who are taking care of the ill in our city, in our country, and indeed around the world. May the one who blessed and led our forebears give countenance to those who provide help for the ill and troubled among us. May they be filled with fortitude and courage, endowed with sympathy and compassion, as they give strength to those at their side. May they fight against despair and continue to find within themselves the will to reach out to those in need. And in their love of others, may they feel the blessing of community and the blessing of renewed faith.
May
it is now time for our Simcha moment.
Yay!
Yay. Please look on your screen again and find the word comment. And there in that space is where you can type a message that we can all see. Don't forget to click enter. If you are so moved to share special Simcha from this past week, please type it, which may include birthdays, anniversaries, good news, and accomplishments of all and any kind. Please just use a few words and click enter.
I have one.
Oh, yes.
I finally started the hopefully final round of edits on my novel. I'm about a third of the way through, and it's been rejected by pretty much every sci-fi fantasy agent in America, so I'm working on getting it edited, and I'll just self-publish it. But I was afraid of it for a long time.
Does it have a working title?
Yeah, yes. The working title is Blood Rising.
All right.
Yeah.
Romance then.
You know, everything that I write has a little bit of romance, a little bit of comedy, and a little bit of not comedy.
Yeah.
But it's very nice to be back in the game again after sitting out for a while.
Can I share one also? Rabbi?
Please.
Today, right before services actually, I got a phone call from somebody in Denver that I haven't seen in 5 years, just calling to see if we were okay.
Oh, nice.
And it felt really nice, and I'd suggest any of our congregants reach out to somebody you haven't talked to in the last week or the last
5 years.
quarantine,
4 weeks, yeah.
and just see how they're doing. Check on them.
That's really nice.
Great idea. As you continue to share your simchas, your happiness with all of us, want to mark the counting of the Omer. And last week it was terrific. I think one of you, if I'm not mistaken, Jim Applebaum, posted the verse in the book of Leviticus, which doesn't tell us much about the Omer, just that you should count it.
Why do we count the Omer? Because the Torah says so.
It does have to do something with the harvest, trust me. But but it's a great, I think, opportunity for us. And not that anybody is counting how many days we've been in social isolation, but you know, counts are important sometimes to know where you are. And this is part of the counting of the Omer from the beginning of the holiday of Pesach through Shavuot. We will count 50 days, 49 days, and the 50th will be Shavuot. And today is the 9th day of the Omer. And these texts that I'm sharing with you come from a book by Rabbi Kedar called Omer Accounting. And for each day, she provides a reflection and then her own thoughts. And today's reflections come from Rami Shapiro, who happens to be right here on our picture, right here. There's Rami. Wow. And he was here for my installation, and that's a picture of my installation. And you can see most of us there. And Rami is also in that. So this is meant to be, right? This comes from his book, The Sacred Art of Loving Kindness, Preparing to Practice. And loving kindness, by the word, is the English translation of the Hebrew word chesed. So here's Rami. We often say the right thing and then find ourselves resenting having to do the right thing. Talk is cheap, however. Our behavior is what truly defines us. Listen carefully to your speech. Say only what you mean and do everything you say. This requires you to slow down your normal pace of communication. So often we talk just to talk. We say things for the sake of saying things. We exaggerate to make what we say more interesting. We promise things before we have determined whether or not we can fulfill the promise. Ask yourself 3 questions before you speak. 1, is it true? 2, is it kind? 3, is it necessary? Oh boy, I think at home we should be asking these questions all the time.
No
we got a lot of opportunities. Rabbi Kedar concludes, this is the obligation of a religious life. We must give away our time, give away our money, and give away our kindness. Life is purposeful when we give. Change a little corner of the world. Make living a bit easier for a stranger. Place a hand upon the shoulder of your neighbor. Virtually, I would say.
Right now. One day.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על ספירת העומר. Praised be you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe, instilling within us the holiness of mitzvot by commanding us to count the Omer. Today is the 9th day, 1 week and 2 days of the Omer. It's wonderful to see the many joys that we have all sharing from this past week leading up to Shabbat. We're now gathering all your words and we share a prayer. Divine source of blessings, we thank you for everything that enriches our lives. We turn to you now with gratitude as we share the happiness of those who have marked their birthday, anniversary, good news, and accomplishments. Adonai, be with them now and always. May they be blessed with health and happiness, and with the strength to overcome sickness and sorrow. And as we honor each one of you for the gifts that you bring to this virtual sacred community, we join together in song as we mark this sacred occasion. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. We now turn to our moment of remembrance. And for that, I invite you to find page 594 in your Siddur. It's on the square brackets. Why should I wish to see God better than this day? I see something of God in each hour of the 24 and each moment then. In the faces of men and women, I see God, and in my own face in the glass. I find letters from God dropped in the street, and every one is signed by God's name. And I leave them where they are, for I know that whosoever I go, others will punctually come forever and ever. We now think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. We are observing the Shloshim period for Richard Dick Furtick, great uncle of Laura Bolter, Virginia Esser, aunt of Glenn Esser, and Mason Kessler, father and father-in-law of Alan and Deborah Kessler. And on this Shabbat, we remember the following yortzites of members of our congregation: Minnie Apple, Isaac Bain, Annabelle Butler, Isabel I. Childers, Jack Eiler, Fanny Feiner, Benjamin Finkelstein, Joris Flam, Marshall Gary, Judy Gilgore, Joan Gerson, Harold A. Hunt, George Kaplan, Harold Katz, Rose Sarah Klapper, Edith Chris, Larry Levine, Erwin Lewandowski, Ilse Meyer, Simon Polsky, Irvin C. Rubin, William D. Rickberg, Gene Sains, Harold Siegel, if you're remembering saying Kaddish for someone we haven't mentioned, please add the name in the comment line. Zichronam livracha, may the memories be for a blessing. If you're able to stand, please join us on page 598 for Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, be'alema divra chirute ve'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imbu amen. Yehei shemei Rabba mevarach לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דא אמירם בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Some announcements. I managed to go through the whole service without dropping my bottle of water.
Well done. I think now you're just tempting fate. I don't know that I would have bragged about that until like really the end, but you know, it's just me.
I do want, if you don't mind, I want Howard to show something to the camera. I love one of his most important tools is an actual tool that he uses for the service. There you go.
Multi-purpose.
I also use it to tighten the head of the contract. That's the real purpose it's here.
It's great to have you, Howard, as always. We would like to thank our friends at BLUEFOX for hosting us today, and to everyone who has joined us from our area and from around the world. Thanks to Dave Zucker from managing our comments. Thanks, Dave. We will be back here at 10:30 a.m. for our morning service streaming on Facebook Live. If you would like to join us for Torah study, our Sichat Shabbat, our Shabbat conversation, will begin tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Zoom. See the event on Facebook, or kindly leave your email in the comments if you would like to be added to the distribution list for next Shabbat class. Leslie, anything else we're forgetting?
Yeah. Where can I find all of this information coming up to next week? Like where the services are and what time everything is?
So we have a lot of information on our Facebook page, but we also have information coming to all of you who have signed up for our weekly e-news.
Oh, that's right. It's every week now.
Every week now comes at 6 a.m. on Friday mornings.
Well, I assume that it does. It's there when I wake up, which is not 6 a.m. normally.
So if you've been missing the e-news, please let us know. We'll love to add you to that list.
We can fix that.
Finally, it's very important that you check us out on Facebook. Of course, you're on Facebook now, but maybe you just found us by chance. But if you like our page, that means that you'll follow our page, and so you'll get a notification next time we go live. So that's important for you to do if you haven't done so already. Leave us comments about the service and other virtual events. And we have other things coming up in the next few days. So check us out. And Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
And stay healthy. We will conclude our time together on page 657 with Od Yavo. And this is, you need to participate at home because Leslie has something for us and we have to repeat after her. So I hope you're all ready at home.
If you're holding the books, you're going to want to put them down because we want you clapping and dancing and having fun. And it's really simple words. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Salam. Peace. Od.
Od.
Od Yavo.
Od Yavo.
Od Yavo Shalom.
Od Yavo Shalom.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom
One more time.
Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam.
Here we go.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam.
Ready?
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Mwah. Whew.